Hi guys, welcome back. This is JJ with the Compassionate Heart School. For today's video, we are going to be looking into what's going on in your relationship. In particular, the question I'll be asking Spirit and your higher selves is what your significant other or the person that you're asking about is thinking and what's going on with them. I'll also look at what you're thinking and experiencing, what's going on with you, and then I'll look at a card for the union. And after that, I will move into looking at what messages this person has for you, and finally, what message Spirit has for you. So, before I get started, please take a moment. You can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pick a lovely little item here. Here's one of my favorite pieces, a lovely glass turtle. Here's another one, Buddha. Here is a rose quartz oil bottle or perfume bottle. This is a nice and soft Larimar crystal, and here's a gentle aventurine crystal. So please go ahead, take a moment and choose. I'll give you a few seconds. Of course, you can always pause as well. Okay, of course the timestamps will be down below, and I hope to see more of you. If something resonates here, or you just want to reach out to me for anything, or you'd like to see what products I have, please check below in the more box and you will get all that you need. All right, without further ado, bye. Okay, if you chose our friend Turtle, then welcome to your reading. Please know that I've already said any prayers, called in any protection, set intentions, and shuffled these decks that I'm using before, so we can cut down on time for the videos. So without further ado, let's jump right in. The way that I've put this is that the way that I've organized the spread is this way. This is the person that you're watching for. This is you, and this is the union. The connection that you guys have. This is what things are like right now. This is the message that this person has for you, and this below is a message that your angels and your higher self has for you. Okay, so thank you for choosing Turtle. So what I'm seeing here is that person number 1 is in a place where he or she is stagnant. I'm hearing that they're saying yes, they know that they've been stagnant. Yes, they know that they've been producing nothing pretty much, or producing not much as far as this relationship goes. So for those of you who are looking at your relationship empirically and trying to find evidence to show whether or not this is something to pursue, this person is even saying that they know that they have been kind of coming up short on that. But it's important to note that this person is actually in a meditative state. They're at a time in their life where they're trying to make roots for themselves. They're trying to heal. For some of you, this person is trying to heal sexually. Maybe there are sexual matters that need healing from the past or now. Could be anything from past sexual abuse to porn addictions that are going on right now. I'm seeing a lot of effort here. So whatever this person is trying to heal in their lives, there have been efforts made, and some of those efforts have not been fruitful to really eradicate, but as you know, any effort goes towards the collective healing. So this person is definitely at a stage in their life where they're going through healing, and it may seem that your relationship is put on hold, and it kind of is. But at the same time, what I'm seeing here is that this person in their mind, they're really trying to make moves to, I guess, heal the relationship that you're in. I see that there have been plans here. So this person is clearly planning for you, and they care about you. But right now they have to do some healing, inner child healing. They're also, so for some of you, for some of these, sorry, I can't even talk tonight. For some of them, they're actually giving birth to something. They're in a gestation period to give birth to something. Could be business related. Some of them may be caught up in college, I'm hearing, or just whatever's going on in their life, whatever is going on in their life right now that is taking their attention from you is for their better. I'm also seeing that maybe for some of you, they've cut you out. Now I don't know if it's been. I feel like the wounds have been deep. So for some of you, I think maybe this cutting out has included no more sex. I feel like maybe it may come across as just sex. Maybe whatever it is. Could be contact as well. They could seem to be giving you the cold shoulder. I'm seeing a lot of things. Some of them may even be lashing out at you because that's the way they're dealing with this. So not all of them are pretty much treating you coldly or mean, but the point is that for this person, they've definitely set some distance to you, but at the same time, they are trying, they really are trying to keep this relationship and to take what they're learning and to program the relationship, so to speak. So the good point is that you're not far from their mind, but they very much are taken up with what they're doing. And what it may look like to you is that there's nothing coming forward for you. Okay, so to make sure this is running, okay. Now let's go on and take a look at you, what's going on here. I feel like on your behalf, perhaps you've been trying to problem solve, perhaps you've been trying to get advice from a lot of people. I see a lot of hands in the mix here. And it's like, maybe some of you have a friend here that, well, actually what this looks like is like, here's you. You've got all these people in the mix. Now, simply stating, I don't mean to put myself out of business, but simply stating, all of these people could be all of these YouTube videos you're watching, a set of general readings that aren't specific enough, could be friends and family that you're consulting, it could be relationship books that aren't really tuned into what's going on with you, it could be anything. It could even be fears. I'm seeing a lot of these are they're grounded, but they're ungrounded for your situation. So please be discerning as to who and what you're consulting and who and what you're allowing to program your mind. It's very important. I'd much rather you have your own messages than to, look at my videos, for example. But definitely if you feel drawn to any videos online, do it. So this dragon, you can't see it, but this dragon is like, okay, where do you want to go now? Okay, left. Okay, they start going left. Okay, now you want to go right. Okay, let's go right. So imagine that if you're putting all of this kind of indecision out into the universe, then you're confusing yourself, and you may be creating too as well, creating for yourself. But it looks like, yay, in this card, it looks like you finally gotten to a place in your space, in your mental space, where you are putting those to the side, where you're starting to think for yourself, you're starting to go inward, and perhaps consulting with other people, which is always kind of a good thing, has led you to a place now where you're better able to consult with yourself, and you're better able to discern what you need and what you want. And I see that that has put you in a great position. For some of you, this is a twin flame relationship, of course. For some of you, it's a soulmate, obviously. But either way, I'm definitely seeing a more peaceful existence, because we have the 10 of Cups here, amen. So I see whatever it is that you're doing now, or whatever you are going to start doing now, to tune into you, to hone your direction, please go ahead and do it, because you're on the right track. All right, let's take a look at the connection that you guys have right now. I'm definitely seeing indecision. I'm seeing ships coming in, but ships passing by, people wanting to make a landing, but it's not happening. And I'm not surprised, because this person is literally the Hanged Man. They're going through a part in their life right now where they're making necessary changes. They're trying to keep you here. They're trying to keep you around. They might not be communicating with you in the kindest of ways or the healthiest of ways, but you know what? Not a lot of us are good communicators, and that is not an apologetic statement to condone you sticking around and being treated poorly. In fact, that's not the case. In fact, I'm not even picking up on this, that that's a serious thing to warn about. But what I am getting is to say, kind of, just understand that this person may not be the best communicator, but it doesn't mean that they don't like you. And in fact, as I was going through and doing the reading here, I heard them say, I love you. So they love you. They love you. They really do. Okay? They might not be saying it, but They do love you. I'm also seeing that there have been, especially on your part, I'm hearing some reluctance to move on, to a better place, a better way of dealing with this. Please don't always think that to quote unquote move on means to break up or anything like that. It just means take a new approach. See this eagle, he's coming by and he's saying, hey, what are you doing there? You can easily get out of this situation by changing your approach to this. Just because you move doesn't mean your lover will lose you and they can't find you again. All right, so this is a quick summary. You guys, as a connection, are kind of in flux, but I definitely see that you do have to move on to a better way of dealing with the situation, and I feel that if you haven't yet, you will find out how to do that. I feel that this person does love you. They're in love with you. They're just going through healing right now that is very necessary for this, and I see that they are actively taking what they're learning and they're putting it into practice towards you. So this relationship is not over by any means. The message that your beloved has for you, okay, I've read 9 minutes, yay, I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. The message that your loved one has for you is this. Well, I've heard already that I love you. I heard earlier that they said, you know what, yes, I acknowledge that this relationship seems to have died or has gone through a death of some sort or transition. It's not the way you want it to be. It's not the way it was. But I want you to know that it's because I am inspired divinely to seek my fortune and to seek stability. Right now, this person is in a place where they are focusing on career, focusing on finances, focusing on building stability in the third world, you know what I mean, in the third dimension. There it is, in the third dimension. I feel that this is a dual kind of focus, because not only is finances and stability highlighted, but also there's healing there as well. Oh, triple, and illumination. So please, if I may say something, and I may, and I will, little turtle, this person is on divine assignment right now. They haven't forgotten you. You're very close to them. Especially for some of you, it's a twin flame relationship. It's impossible to forget you. Okay, but you do have to give them the space to do that. I also feel that this person is waking up to who they are, their divinity. I feel that there's still some stuff to discover about themselves, but look at this person in front of his house, very much illuminated. They're seeing that there's some stuff they need to work on. They're seeing there are things that they need to let go. But there are some things that they still haven't discovered. And it's once they start to discover that part about themselves, the blessings will even really start to show. And look at that wreath, all straight to this wreath. The blessings will really start to show. Now, what does that mean? Basically, yes, they've cleaned up some ways. They've learned some things. They might not be communicating those things to you, but they're learning. They've got on a new pair of shoes. They're there. They're guarded, but they're there. But I want to tell you what this could be. For example, just to show you the dynamic, what this could be is maybe they still need to learn what it means to give and receive evenly, right? Once they finally look inside and find out what it is in their childhood, in their way of thinking, or see it modeled somewhere as to what's holding them back to being a good giver or a good receiver, boom, here it is. They're finally able to bring that lesson into your relationships. You have the Four of Wands here. Look at this. This is celebration. This is happiness. This is everything in front of a castle. And so I want you to know that this person is actively working on themselves, and whatever they're doing is actively going to benefit your connection. And when I say benefit, I mean for reals, to the point that this person may not seem like a different person, but will seem like a healthier person. And wow, he's opening up more to me. Wow, he's being more vulnerable. Oh my God, he's getting a job. Wow, he realizes that when I come home late at night that I need, some nurturing. So the stuff that you're faulting this person for, they're away at school learning. All right, so I'm seeing that he's trying to communicate this to you, that he's leaving, or he's turned his back, or he's ghosted, or just whatever is going on for a reason. He's lashed out to create distance for some of you in order to do this. So he's saying that even though it seems that this relationship is barren, please don't lose hope. Keep pushing, and know that this Five of Pentacles, this tree right here, will eventually turn into you know, a tree that you can pick these blessings off of. All right, so long story short, the message he or she has for you is don't lose hope and don't lose faith in this connection. Know that my separation is not out of lack of love. In fact, it's out of healing and divine assignment. I'm literally taken to do this right now, and I'm going to be coming back to you with everything that I've learned. So have faith, focus on you, and just don't, I'm saying focus on you, by the way, but they are not saying that, but obviously you need to. But they're saying don't lose hope. Okay, now lastly, what does Spirit have to tell you? What advice? They're backing that up. They're saying that your honey bun is actively on divine assignment. He or she is working on receiving information and healing that can be translated into third dimension. They're making their way in life. I see this person has turned their back on you. So if you're listening to this, number one, chances are that this person has definitely decreased their engagement with you. And I'm seeing that for some of you, the levels of engagement are different. But I may even feel that they've stonewalled you or they've left you to your own devices. And in a sense they have. They've stepped out, and can they trust you to take care of yourself? I mean, I'm feeling that. They need you to illuminate yourself. Work on your own fears right now. Imagine knowing that your person is literally sitting right there, and you have some stuff to work on too. Imagine being at Starbucks together. Starbucks is pretty packed. You can't always sit next to each other, but you're on the same floor, you're in the same section of that floor. You're just sitting at a different table, but you're clearly seeing each other, and you're both working on different things for school. So please think about it as that way. This person is not gone from your life. I see that this person, oh, excuse me, your message, this is all from your messages from Spirit. Your Spirit is also saying that, you know, you have to focus on yourself. It takes that illumination. See, he's sitting right here, you're sitting right here. Use the moment. Stop hanging your head at what these perceived slights are, and focus on looking at what's here for you to transmute for yourself. When you guys are ready to come together, it'll be amazing, okay? It'll be amazing. You guys will be stronger for it. You'll be more fruitful, and you'll be more together. There'll even be more financial stability for a lot of you. In any case, there's going to be more stability in this relationship as well. Okay, excuse me. So this is a blessed connection. I feel it's a very blessed connection. Spirit is saying also that you need to look into yourself. With the illumination that's coming through for you and from your twin flame, a lot of you reading are probably twin flamies, but also from your connection, use the time to look at your fears. What's going on with you? Tame your fears so that you can be productive in the absence of your connection with this person, or rather in the absence of your engagement with this person, and also so you can do some healing. And they're saying that will really give you what you need to be more stable as well. They're off doing what they need to become stable, and this stability, there's also stability in this for you, and healing for you as well. Okay. Oh, wow, that was quick. That was fast. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this reading now, because I'm really trying to nip these in a bud, but a lot of information came through for you. So please, if you're a turtley and you're watching Turtle's message, let's say thank you for all of the messages that have come through. Please do not lose faith in this relationship. Allow this person to work on themselves. They have not forgotten you. They love you. They're coming back. And they want you to know that, and Spirit wants you, and so do they, to heal. Focus on you. Pray for them and pray for yourself, but you really don't want to come back together, and that person's done their work and you haven't, okay? So don't lose faith. Okay, bye. Okay, for those of you who have chosen this lovely little Buddha, welcome. So your reading is quite interesting. I share a few elements with this reading and the turtle reading. So let's jump right in. So the way that the spread is spread out is that this is the person that you are inquiring about. This refers to you, and this refers to the current connection. In this row, you have the message that the person has for you, and in this row, this is a message for you from your higher selves, or from your angels or your guides. Okay, so let's jump right in. So already, one more thing. Oh, okay. I always forget to do this, but Spirit said that while I was shuffling the cards, because everything is pre-shuffled, prayers have been made, all of that stuff has been already done off camera. But Spirit was saying the timing is very important in this relationship. So to me, that kind of gives me a feeling that not to give up hope, because even though it seems right now to be just rife with just whatever's going on, don't give up hope. They're saying timing is very important here. Okay. Okay. I also got something about rescuing you. I don't even want to touch that because I heard that while I was doing the reading. Like somebody needs rescuing. I don't know if person 1 feels that person 2 needs rescuing or whatnot. Your person 2. or, it could be reversed. I'm not sure what side you guys fall on here. Could be either. But either way, let's just move on. So I'm feeling for person 1 that they are they're going through a lot right now. I feel that for this connection, it may be a long distance connection as well. So for person 1, I see them as making a decision to move on. But yet when they move on, like they're so up and down in this connection, and they're like, you know what, take me over there. I want to move on from this. I don't want it anymore. But yet when they go there, it's not what they actually wanted. They don't know what they want. I feel that person 1 doesn't know what they want. And that's confirmed here in the up and down energy that seems to come from their message. This person is just going through a lot in their mind. I'm seeing a lot of emotional instability. And I think that this person may they're needing illumination and they're needing help. So, divine inspiration. So I just wanted to let you know that that's what's going on with this person. If you're wondering what's going on over there, I feel like you're wondering what's going on with that person. They're freaking out. They're going up and down. They're breaking up. They're coming back. They're breaking up. They're coming back. They're giving me the cold shoulder. They're emotionally up. Then they're down. I feel that you are feeling that. On the other hand, when it comes to you, I feel that you're abroad and you are having these experiences in life, or wherever you are. Some of you may be focusing on business and meeting people, doing international business. There's just a feeling of international here. And if it's not international, it's you reaching outside of your zone. So maybe you're in one city and you're reaching out to different cities or different states, or it could be that you are in one area or one realm of the way of doing things, and you're just doing something new with new people. Whatever it is, that it seems very grounded, it seems very stable. You're having experiences, there's an exchange, you are collecting things from these places that you're going. So you're learning, you're growing. And definitely you're learning. So you're meeting people who are teaching you lessons about life, and these are peaceful lessons. It's not even like lessons like you signed up for training or anything. It's just like you may be doing some kind of business interaction or some kind of exchange that teaches you. You may have a coffee with this person and you're learning about something from them. So I see you growing and being stable and grounded, and this person is just very up and down. So let's take a moment and say a prayer. Don't forget to say a prayer, whether it's for you, maybe this is you, or maybe this is the other person. Okay, so they deserve our compassion as well because they're going through things, and maybe in another time you'll go through things as well. So for the connection, I'm seeing that there's a lot of illumination. There's a lot of success in receiving the information from that illumination. I feel that at this time, yeah, a lot for this person, I think. But at this time, you guys are tackling things. You're having the strength that you need to tackle either your fears or to delve into your fears. For some of you, this is a twin flame relationship. For some of you, it's not, and it doesn't matter. The learning is great and the learning is amazing. But there's definitely lessons being learned. I'm feeling a little bit from this person, though, that they're a little bit in the dark. So let's just send them a lot of love. They're a little bit lost. They're feeling a little bit confused. So let's see what message they have to give. I'm feeling that from them there's this fast moving energy. They're shooting a lot of rockets. They're shooting a lot of things. They're doing a lot of things. But at the same time, they are so conflicted on the inside. They are, you know, they're kept up at night. They're having drama. They're not able to see clearly, and at the same time, they're on the defensive. Some of them may even be turning their back to illumination. The illumination's there, but all they see are the shadows. They're trying their best, but they're missing the mark in some ways. I'm seeing what they need is some temperance, some stability to come to them and to come to this connection. Again, they need stability. There's something that they need that they're not getting, and they're lost in their fears. They're really lost in their fears to the point that you're somewhere else and you're doing your thing. Excuse me. And I think that maybe you've turned your back on this connection, or you've either walked away, or you're just so busy doing something, and maybe that's what can be causing this tailspin. Maybe you just left. Maybe you just left and you didn't say anything. Who knows? But not to sound so accusatory, of course, but I just pulled this card, the Magician's card. But I'm definitely feeling that, this person is just really trying to make sense of a lot of things right now. I feel like they're registering maybe a loss in this relationship, and they want to rekindle it, but then maybe they're like, I've fallen too far off, this person doesn't want me anymore. They're trying everything they can to make this connection work, but at the same time they are feeling like it's over and done with. So I don't know. I mean, maybe for some of them there's some jealousy about this connection. Maybe they're wondering what you're doing. They're just in a flux right now, and they need a little help and a little illumination. That's where they are right now. So if you're wondering what's going on, that's what's going on. Now I'm going to say, I'm just going to say that if that's the case, and if it's because you've kind of pulled yourself away, I feel like just have some compassion for this person, because, it's kind of hurtful, and it hurts when you want a connection with somebody and they kind of cut you off. I'm not saying that that's what I'm seeing, but I'm just saying that if that's what's happening here and that's what's causing this, or a contributing factor, that to please, try to connect, or at least say what's going on. So what with you. So let's see what Spirit has to offer you. I'm seeing that Spirit is saying that right now, you're doing your thing. Maybe you had some hopes for this connection. Maybe it's even still in this background. Maybe because you'll be reunited. Yeah, they're saying that's what it is. They're saying maybe for you. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. They're saying for you, you have this feeling and this knowledge that you're going to be reunited with that person, right? You're just focusing on you right now. You're doing your thing right now, and they're saying that's on the money. That's 100% on the money. And maybe you're still shocked, like, why is this person acting out this way and having so much emotional instability? And that's because you're doing your thing, because you're armed with the knowledge that you're coming back. I think for this person, they're like stuck. They're wondering, am I ever going to be reunited with this person when they come back? If they come back, are they going to want me? Do they want me? I mean, where are they? What are they doing? Well, forget it. I'm leaving because I have better things to do. Wait, oh no, I'm here alone. This isn't what I wanted. Where is this person? I'm going to try and do my best, but it hurts so much. I'm going to guard myself. I need to really work on myself. What can I do to bring more balance to this? Oh my God, where am I? I'm lost. I'm going to try, but so that's what's going on with this person. And I can get that. So, whew, whew, just reading that. So yeah, so Spirit is saying that divine timing is at work here, and you have the joy and the comfort of being able to know that you plan to go back with that person and to rekindle, and that for you it's not even rekindling. You're like, dude, I didn't go anywhere. I'm just working on some stuff right now. I feel maybe that's where some rescuing. I feel like this person, this person here, they're saying this person here desperately needs some kind of acknowledgement of this connection so that they can feel, so they can be rescued from what's going on. They're shocked, they're like, where is this person? They just left me, like, what's going on? And I feel that maybe for some of you, you may have been kind of on the fence with this person in between, and maybe you were waiting for a message, or it could be even that this person is stuck, because they're waiting for a message, and if that's the case, Spirit is saying to have some mercy for crying out loud, because this person's trying to make sense of all the tools that they have. They're trying to make sense of all the tools that they have. They're reading the stars, they're doing YouTube readings, they're asking around, they're looking at themselves, they're questioning, they're and they're seeing some self-harm. It may not be physical, but just like, what's wrong with you? You're so stupid. Why am I, what's wrong with me? I'm so stupid. Why can't I, just give them a little shout out, and show them a little love, and cut them down from this place that they're in. It'll just be better for everybody. Everyone will be better for everyone, to just put an end to this. And allow for some peace. There's some fires that need to be put out. And yes, you may be in your own meditative state. Maybe for some of you, you're in your own hermit state right now, traveling, doing your thing, working back home, whatever it is. But there's some fires that you need to put out. You're part of it. You've left some fire somewhere with somebody. So please don't... You got to turn around, especially if this is a connection that you want to foster, that you want to one day, because I'm seeing here in this card that for some of you, you're staying mum about this right now, but you really have hopes for making this a long-term marriage or commitment with this person, and on their end, you've ghosted, right? And they're wondering what's up. So please, if this is a connection that you really feel that you want to connect with, then let them know. Okay? All right. So anyway, I hope that comes through for you. And it's interesting because in the first reading, I was the one, the first reading definitely spoke to my situation. And it's almost like the first reading with the turtle and this reading go together, because in the first reading, this is the person who's watching. This is the person who's watching the video, and they're seeing information about what this person's going through and blah, blah, blah. But in this video, this is the person who might be watching. You can understand what this person's going through. So it's very, very interesting. All right, so I am going to leave it at that. Of course, if you'd like to get more information specific to your situation, please feel free to reach out. And thank you very much. Okay, welcome to those of you who chose number 3, which is our beautiful rose quartz bottle, rose quartz love bottle. It's so fitting because I just see a lot of love in this one, even though there seems to have been some kind of upset in this one. So let's jump straight in. All right, so just so you know, this is person number 1, this is person number 2, and this is for the union. Now, one of these may resonate. If this reading resonates with you, then you've chosen wisely. Now, I'm not sure which one you are. You're either this person or this person. I'll leave that to you to determine. In this row, we have information coming from, in this case, it's going to be this person. This is the message from this person for you. And this is a message from your guides to you as to how to move forward. Okay, so first of all, I do want to say that I feel compassion for you in this situation, because regardless of which side you fall on, this seems to be quite a heartbreaking one, a pretty hard lesson that's going on. In person one situation, it seems that person one has made some kind of misstep in this relationship. Whether I feel that it has to do with infidelity, and I feel that whether or not this infidelity is now, or whether it's been in the past, for some of you viewers, this infidelity may have been many moons ago, or it could be fresh and new. But for whatever it is, there's definitely that this person did step outside of what seems to be a marriage or a very serious partnership. For some of you, there are kids involved. I feel that this person is wondering, have I not given enough? It seems like they have, in their mind, they have given so much. They've lost money, they've lost favor with you, but I feel that this person is just questioning, when will it be enough? And it's not to say that I don't deserve to be punished. It's not that at all. In fact, it's to say that I just want to make it right with you. I care about you so much, and I know I hurt you, and I just don't want to see you in pain, and I just want us to go back to being friends and being trustworthy, trusting in each other, and just, this person desperately wants a second chance with you, and they're just dying. It's like their life is just, completely thrown out of whack. And with respect to this person, whether this is you or not, I'm not sure which one you are, but this person, on the other hand, is just cold. They're done. They're just like, I don't want to say done, but I don't want to say done. It's just like right now, it's like their approach is like, you're dead to me. That's coming off clearly. And the reason why, it seems like it's a principle thing. For this person, there was marriage. And if this wasn't a real marriage, not real marriage, but I mean, if this, because we don't know, right? But if this wasn't a marriage by the court standards, like walking down the aisle or going to the courthouse or whatnot, this person still had it in their mind that this was marriage. And they're saying, you took an oath. There was an oath that was taken, and it was heartfelt. And you know what? You stepped out on this marriage or this relationship, and now, I don't know if you can see this card, but this person is giving this lady the cold shoulder. Can you see it? Let's see. Oh, sorry, excuse me. This person is actually giving this lady the cold shoulder. And if you take a look at the young child, of course, thank you, phone, it's many hundreds of dollars as you cost. It's still not zooming in, but this young child is actively throwing a rock at this little bird. So what I'm getting here is this person is still very, very angry. Their heart is shut down, and they're completely closed off to this other person because they feel betrayed. And it doesn't matter. This other person is truly coming in love and wants to connect, wants to try, wants to do something. But I think that this person is closed off at this time. Now, I'm not sure whether this person is showing you, but they feel very angry towards you, towards this person. All right, so for the connection, I'm picking up that at this time, this person, somebody in this connection, and I'm really feeling it's this person, is coming across as very immovable. They are just set in their ways, and it's like they're saying it doesn't matter how much money I get, that I'm never going to change my mind on this. This person is very much set in their ways about the situation, and it seems to me that they have decided to move elsewhere. They've decided to take themselves and to go elsewhere. So it shows that this person has left a relationship. And if you guys are still in the relationship, like for marriage or whatnot, then this person is just not showing up for this relationship. It's interesting because as I was shuffling the cards, I was getting information from Spirit, and I just wrote them down, and then I shuffled the cards. I want to say now that Spirit had actually come in during the shuffling and said, sit tight and watch things change in your favor. So open up and let your judgments fall away, and let those judgments fall to the wayside. So whoever the viewer is, here or here, Spirit is saying, hey, whatever your judgments are, let it go, because there's more to be uncovered here. And some that this is going to open up and play in your favor, whether it's for this person or that person. It's for you, the viewer. Okay, so let's move on to here. What does this person want to say? This person wants to say that yes, there was real love here, there was connection, and I'm telling you, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards are top cards showing love. So there was, is, and will be real love in this connection. I feel that there was real love in this connection, and somebody came in between the two of you. I feel that this was due to some shadows, unhealed shadows, woundings. There are shadows. And so what this person is trying to say is, I love you, I loved you, I love you, I will always love you. And we jumped into this, we both went into this, we were together, and there was real love, but my shadows came back to haunt me. They came to play. And I feel like, what shadow is this? This shadow is the cheating, the inability to stay faithful. I have to be honest, I'm only picking, for some of you, it could be that there were multiple partners, and for some of you it could have been one partner. But I do see that this cup was being offered to different people. For some of you, those people may have been younger. So because of that, I would say I would add fuel to the fire for this person for not wanting to reconnect or rekindle. But in just a few of you, maybe 1 or 2 of you, I'm not sure how many people are going to view this video, but there was an emotional connection with this person that you had in infidelity with. The person that, or whoever is watching, there could have been an emotional connection. And I hate to say this, I hate to deliver the news that this is, because I can only imagine how crushed I would be. So I feel, if I heard this, but I do feel that the person stepped out of this relationship. Not all of you, but just 1 or 2 of you. This person stepped out of this marriage, this very loving relationship where they really loved you. They stepped out because, for whatever reason, they didn't feel the love coming from you. The emotional connection wasn't there, and it could have been their shadows, feelings of unworthiness or whatnot, and just an inability to see what value you have. It could be anything, but either way, there's just full regret. And for some of you, some of those who cheated, or the rest of those who cheated, there seems to just have been an inability to stay focused on one partner. It could be a growing pain for this person, right? This person may have been representing themselves. I feel that this person may have also been hiding these lovers from you. I think for some of these people, maybe this was a gay relationship, like a homosexual relationship that they hid from you, their soulmate. Maybe you felt that you knew them, and they hadn't worked through some shadow sides that they had, and they stepped out with a partner of the same gender, and you were shocked, and whatever it is that's going on, there was a betrayal. So this person just wants you to know that, yes, the love was real, and it still is, and they went into this union with you with full love and full awareness and full desire, but their shadows caught up with them. They're wounding that they haven't healed as yet, and they stepped out of the relationship. But they're saying that no matter, this is the message from the person who was not faithful in this situation. They're saying that no matter what season, what changes, how old, what lifetime, how many legs you lose, what face transplant you have to get, I don't care how many kids you have in the future, how many men or women you sleep with in the future, I will always love you, and I will always take you back if you decide to forgive me and come to me. Okay, so this is very important to know, because I don't know which side you, the viewer, fall on. If you were the one who stepped out, or if you were the one who was stepped out on. But the point is that Spirit had a message for you. If you're the one who cheated, they're saying, sit tight and watch things change in your favor. So it could be that this relationship will open back up to you at some point. Now, if you were the one who were cheated on, then they're saying to sit tight and watch things change in your favor. Maybe it could mean that there's a rekindling here, or it could mean that you moving on, you can find another love. I'm not sure. Just whoever it is that's watching this video, regardless of what side you fall on, there's a message of hope for you. Whatever spirit presents to you is, or whatever happens for you is going to be a win for you. All right, so just so you know, one more time, this message for the person that you're inquiring about is that they love you. They have loved you. They love you now. They will always love you. And I could feel that strength and that commitment. I feel that no matter who you're with, if you were like, I'm ready for you, they're coming back right away, right away. And I feel that they will not let their shadow side win. They're not going to let that shadow side win again, okay? So if you're the one who was cheated on and you're asking for a sign that this person's going to stay faithful to you in the future, this is a positive sign for me that they will. All right? Let's just double check. Yeah. Now I feel that it's not like it's going to be easy for them, because obviously if you have a bad habit or an addiction or something, when you see, those other people, it might tug at you a bit, but this person is determined not to let themselves be carried away in that direction again. Why? Because they feel that what they have with you and what they have in you is just way too valuable. So I feel that they probably wouldn't even put themselves in that position to be cheating again. Okay, so gracias a Dios, amen. Now let's see what message Spirit has for you. Bless your heart. The message that Spirit has for you is that hear the message of love. Okay, hear the message of love, but also know that you need to take time to heal your heart. So I don't know whether it's this person or this person, there needs to be heart healing here. But they're saying there is real love here for you. Whether or not you can see it, whether or not you can hear it, or whether or not you choose to identify with it. For some of you, this cheating may have happened a while ago, and the distance may have happened a while ago, and this is now time, this is the message that Spirit is telling you to say, hey, consider this again. This connection again. Could be just for some of you, but for the rest of you, they're saying take your time. Your heart was broken, both hearts were broken, and hear the message of love that's coming, and make your don't rush to make a decision. It's okay to take your time. They're showing here that there's some inner child work that needs to be done for you. They're saying that you may have this feeling of needing to start all over again, whether it's start all over again in a new relationship, or start all over again with this relationship, or just to start all over again in life. And I feel like for some of you, this is a new lease on life, and you're kind of happy about it. And for some of you, this is your opportunity to really heal that inner child, do that inner child work. I see some of you stepping outside of your regular day to really do this inner work, whether it's journaling or taking a class at the Y or at the rec center after school, or just doing something. Whatever this thing is that you're doing, it's silent, it's going inward, and I think it's the best. It's the best. I see here that you're not ready, whether you feel it or not, or no matter which one, whether or not you feel it, you're not quite ready to reconnect with this person that you were with. You may have the means, because for some people in life, they don't reconnect with people, or they don't connect with people because they don't have money, or they don't have this. But I feel with you, you have all of that. I think what you lack is the will right now. You don't want to make a three-dimensional or 3D reaching out to this person. And Spirit is saying, I understand. And they're saying, you know what, you may feel like burying your head in the sand, you may feel like turning your back on the world, definitely turning your back on the person who hurt you, or or even who you hurt, and they're saying it is okay. You have everything you need to survive on your own. Take the time that you need to do this, even if that time is just you standing in a corner and doing nothing. They're also showing here in this card as well that you may still have to have a relationship with this person that cheated on you or who you cheated on, and the reason why is because you may have children with this person. So there's a business, or I'm not seeing a business, but some kind of connection that you have that you still need to maintain just out of necessity. And they're showing that yes, you can still maintain that connection and that communication, but by no means, they're saying by no means does it mean you even have to live in the same place. You don't have to share the same avenues of life. You don't have to even acknowledge them right now. Take your time, take the time that you need. And you may be even angry with them and not even allowing them into your house, and even into your heart space. And they're saying that if that's what you need right now, then that's what you need to do it. They're showing that illumination is coming for you. Illumination is coming for you. And I feel that this illumination is going to come through your friends. It's going to come through families. It's going to come through seeing what other people are going through. And where this illumination is going to take you is going to be in your favor. Now, I have to be honest. For some of you, perhaps this relationship may not be entirely over. Okay? It may not be entirely over for some of you, but I definitely feel, I even see that for some of you, you're definitely giving the cold shoulder. If you're the one who was cheated on, you're giving the cold shoulder. If you were the one who was, if you're the one who did the cheating, you are being given the cold shoulder. But I see that for some of you in this case, there is a little hope, or a little, still a little love left in this connection. So the person who is giving the cold shoulder may somewhere deep in the recesses of their heart, somewhere that even maybe they don't even know, there may be a desire to come back together, because there has been a foundation built. There was a real connection, there was real chemistry, there were real memories made, and they may not be able to see it now, or they may not want to see it. And even if they do see it, they may not even know whether to pursue it, but they might still have some love or still some inkling towards rekindling. For if you're the one who did the cheating, please take that message and know that this person needs healing. This person needs to end this connection at this time, and they just need to wait for their divine guidance. They need to, they're in the infirmary, let's put it that way. And that's not to make you feel guilty or anything, but it's the truth. And they need space, and to give them that space. Okay? In any case, there are good things coming for both sides of this connection. So I'm going to end this one here. And it's interesting because the love, dear God, is so real. The love is so real. And look, you even chose the love here. The love perfume bottle. Okay, so I'm going to end this here, and I want to thank you, and I'm going to pray for your situation. And thank you so much. Oh, and if you'd like to find out, if you like a specific reading or would like more information on this, please do look in the below for more information about me. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, for those of you who chose number 4, or the beautiful Larimar crystal right here, welcome to your reading. First off, I want to let you know that let you know about the spread. The spread is, this is person number 1, and this is person number 2. Right off the bat, for your reading, extra cards came in, so I drew more cards for you, and I even went to a fourth deck, and the reason why is because your message, your reading is extremely powerful, I have to say. So I feel like the big guns are coming in for this, meaning we have a lot of guides coming in, higher guides. So this is a very big reading for you if you were attracted to this one. Okay, so I will definitely do my best to illuminate this for you. But please do pay attention, because this one is super important. Okay, so I do want to say one more time, this is for person 1, whether it's you or the person that you're watching for, and this is person number 2. These 2 cards refer to the connection that you two share, or the 2 people share. In this row, you have a message from person number 1. I feel that person number 1 is you. But you very well could be this person trying to understand. But whatever the case, this information is coming from this person. And the last row is the information that is coming for you, the viewer. And this information is coming from your guides. And again, your higher, like way, way higher guides are here in attendance. So this is pretty big. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm seeing right now is that this person, whether it's you or someone else, the person you're referring to, is caught at a crossroads. Right now, you may feel, this person feels very immobilized because they've been given orders by the divine as to what they have to do. There is a karmic agreement that they have because this is a very super important past life relationship between these 2 people. And there is a certain path that this person is supposed to be on. And this person knows what the path is. Person number 1 knows what they need to do. They've been taught, they've been instructed. But if you look in this card here, they're just not making the move. They have all that they need to make the move, but they're still in a state of indecision. And it seems more like they don't want to move. And we'll get into why in a second. In the meantime, and I think that this reading is they're stepping in, your higher guides are stepping in now to say that you really have to make a move on. In fact, they say it here, and they're saying you have to get a move on, like right away, because I don't want to say it like this, but you're in the territory of breach of contract, if that makes sense to you. You have a divine contract that you have built up they're saying, for past millennium. That's what they're saying. And you have to honor it, or you can have some karmic disturbances that you'll need to go through. So that's your guides coming in. If you notice, my voice changed a little. So please, as it says here, you really do need to get a move on because it's going to blow up if you don't. All right. For the other person. Oh, okay. I'm hearing that you may not think you need to do this. Yeah, you may not think you need to do this, but you really do have to do this. Whatever it is that you have to do, you really have to do it. So stop second guessing yourself and get it done. Okay? All right, so the second person here, who is also part of this karmic arrangement with you, has already... they're ready. So if you notice, this person, they're facing each other. They're both wands. This is a page of wands, so the energy isn't quite there yet. This is the king of wands. You two had an agreement to be at a certain place at a certain time. This person has fulfilled that. They're literally waiting on you. Look at them. Their dragon is tamed. Your dragon is still hanging on to you, and you're not moving forward. So this might be a male in this relationship, or the male energy at the very least. It doesn't have to be. All right, so this person is waiting. Okay? They're running out of patience as well. This is on the spiritual level because they have places to be, and so do you. They're waiting for you to make the move that you need to move so that they can continue and have the rebirth that they need into the next planned cycle of their life. They need to continue on this journey. So again, they're ready. They have done what they need to have their conditions met, and now the conditions met for the next stage, and now they're just waiting on you. So if you notice, it's the same girl here. And same girl here. They're waiting for you. Okay. So for the connection, I see that this is a past life situation where there's a karmic arrangement, but now that you're in the 3D, you're not wanting to make the move because you have options and you're confused and you're this and that, but it's showing that you very well know what you need to do. So I'm going to be honest, what I'm getting that you need to do is to end this connection with this person. So here's what person number one has to say. I'm not sure if you're person number one or if that's the other person, but this is what they're saying. They're saying that they have such a fond connection, a memory, and of course you do, because you guys are on the other side. You guys are friends. You guys are soulmates on some level, you know. And so this person is kind of stuck in their memories of this other person, and they don't want to leave. They know what the contract is. They know they're sitting on it. They know, because here's the high priestess with her intuition and the contract. She's holding it. She knows what she has to do, but he, person number one, can't bring it in themselves to leave this connection, because they have dreams of what they wanted it to be here on this side of on the 3D. I don't know to say that there has been some deception in this relationship. Perhaps for some of you, this other person had part of what they did and what they needed to do to get the conditions right was to deceive you, and but you are, or this could also mean you are in denial, right? It could very well also mean that you're in denial, and you want to keep working on it. You want to keep doing it. You might even be telling yourself that this is what God wants, that God wants you to stay together. You might even be seeing signs to that effect, thinking this is good for you, but you know what? The truth is there. It's there, and you have to move on. You have to end this connection, but you don't want to move on because you have such fond memories of this person. Okay? Now, what Spirit is saying to you is that, and again, your higher guides, like super high, have come in. That I don't think this level of guides even showed up for the first 3 readings that I've done, but in this 4th reading, yeah, they're here. And so they're like coming with a message. It's kind of a stern one, that you're missing the mark now, and you're running the risk of missing the mark, because the time is right now. You have to strike while the time is right. This was an agreement that you guys came in with. You made the agreement, and so one of you is ready and the other one is not. But you have to make the move now, otherwise you run the risk of creating a karmic disturbance. And of course, that's you just signing yourself up for more lifetimes. And needing to right some wrongs to many people. And they're saying that in the future there are kids involved, there's a family involved, there are other people involved in this contract that you need to take your step. Now what I'm getting is that there needs to be a shutdown of this love situation so that one of you can move on and get married or connect with someone else. And I think that someone else may end up having a family, and that's a karmic agreement that they have with someone else. Because at the end of the day, it's all for the sake of learning. And it's hard. I resonate with this reading, so it's hard. My heart breaks even hearing this reading, and I'm silently hoping it's not for me as well. But I have to tell you that sometimes people just have karmic agreements with other people so that they can work out their issues, and they could pay their debts, and they could teach each other. And just like it was your turn with this person, now it's someone else's turn. It could even be you that needs to move on so that you can meet that person and work out your karmic relationship. So I definitely see one of you guys has to move on from this relationship so that you can meet the next person, and you can end up having a family and doing the things, opening the businesses, whatever it is that you guys have made an agreement to do. So here's this deception card again. It showed up 2 times, and I feel like maybe this, if it's denial, they're saying don't be in denial, and they're also saying don't be in breach of contract, right? And if it was the case that this person had to cheat on you or to hurt you in order to get you to walk away, or get this person to walk away, I don't know which side you're on, then you have to look at the facts. This is not a good situation. There's this deception here. But I'm feeling that perhaps this deception could be your denial, and they're saying you need to stop it because it's not going to end well, and it's just going to create more karma for everyone involved. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to thank all of our guides and your guides and everyone for stepping in. And I want to say I have compassion for you, because this is not easy, and it's not, we don't just not take moves because we don't want to. It's because it hurts. So I ask that you pray to, God and your higher self and just your guides. They're clearly here for you, so that you can, in the 3D, third dimension, take the steps that you need, the steps that you agreed to before you came in here. Because I just want to show you here, this card, past life activation, this is you, that you made a karmic agreement with someone else, right? And here, this is you in the 3D now. Notice the posturing is the same, but they're showing confusion and options, and so the point is that with this reading, your higher guides came in so that you can have a course correction. And a course correction is when something happens in your life to get you back on course. Now think of this as the tap on the shoulder. If you don't heed the warning, then it could be the slap in the face, it could be the fall down the stairs, it could be whatever. And at the end of the day, you can just create more karma for yourself because of the broken contracts that will not be fulfilled. So with the utmost of compassion and love and light, I'm going to send you off now with your guides. This reading is now over. Okay, so thank you, and thank you to everyone in attendance. Okay, so welcome to those of you who chose number 5, the aventurine crystal. So beautiful and soft and gentle, like sea foam. Okay, so let's jump right in. I do want to let you know that person number 1 is... Usually person number 2 is the viewer. That's how it is in my mind. But again, with energy, you could be resonating as either one of these two people. In either case, the guides of person number 1 have come forward and have stepped in. Person number 2 here comes across as very strong-willed and an independent who knows, this feels very feminine to me, a person who knows what she wants. This is a lovely reading, I have to be honest. I wish this were my reading. Okay, so let's jump right in. Let me explain the spread. This is person number 1, person number 2, what's going on with them. And then this is the union, the connection between you two. This row is the message that person number 1 has for person number 2. And that's why usually person number 2 is the viewer. But again, whichever one you resonate with, this message could be coming from you or it's for you, and you will know which one it is. Down here, this is a message that Spirit has for you, the viewer. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So what I'm getting from person number 1 is that they are charging full steam ahead. I feel that maybe they, in the past, have been wobbling a little bit or coming up with different ideas and different approaches and not really sure about how best to move forward. But it seems that they've made a decision. I feel like Spirit has stepped in. In the last reading with the beautiful blue Larimar, there was a course correction for the viewer. In this case, there's also a course correction, but it's not even a real course correction. A course correction is when Spirit steps in to correct the path that you're on because it's leading to something negative and maybe outside of contract. But in this case, what it seems to be is this seems to be a clarification kind of. Oh, that they're saying it too, a clarification kind of course correction here, where there's just been so much confusion that Spirit is literally stepping in to clear up anything. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm just getting guidance to pull. I'm sorry, one more card here. I've already shuffled everything, by the way. I usually do it off camera so that I can save time, but I can tell this is going to be a shorter reading anyway. Because you only have 4 cards at the bottom, you have less cards. So, okay. Alright. Aw, God bless them. I love this reading, oh my god, how lucky. Alright, so, excuse me, just give me a quick second so I can adjust my setup here. Alright, so let's jump right back in. Thank you, Spirit, for that. So this person, Spirit, has literally stepped in to bring these two people together, to bring clarity to them, to create a bond that is so tight, is what I'm getting. They need to be together, and whatever is going on between these two has to be worked out. They seem pitted against the two of them, but their bond is so strong that the Spirit has come in to instruct. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, Spirit, yes. Is there anything? Okay, great. Sorry, they were just talking to me for a second. And in fact, when I was just asked to pull a card, I ended up getting Family of Light. So for a lot of you, this is a very deep bond. Very deep bond. It's probably it's at least soul family. Because can you see this? It's at the very least, soul family. Twin flame, soul family, like at that level of connection. All right, so this second person, like I said, comes across as very strong-willed and very independent. I feel that this person has been, I don't want to say it this way, but poisoning the well, so to speak. They're moving on some bad intel. So maybe, you know, they had a plan to be together, or they planned, you know, before long to be, you know, in connection and union or whatnot. I think this person made some bad choices in terms of who to listen to about this connection. Now, this could very well be because they were not going inside to get the answers, and they were consulting too many YouTube videos. I mean, YouTube videos do have their value, because here I am giving them, and I can attest to you that what I receive is real. But as the listener, you do have to exercise some discernment and make sure that you set boundaries for yourself, so you don't end up just on everybody's page and just consuming what you want. Because what actually happens is that you have to set an intention as to what you would like to have your outcome be. And usually the best outcome, this is Spirit talking, by the way, usually the best outcome is to ask for guidance for the highest good of all involved. And in that case, with that compass, always set your compass. With that compass, you'll be directed to the videos that matter for you, because they all work, but if they're not for you, then they might as well not work. And now I'm going to add, well, it's still them actually, that if you are up and down in your emotions, and you're not hopeful, and 1 minute you're hopeful, next minute you're not, you're actually programming your own field and attracting to you different readings. And so that's a problem. And that's why before you get into any readings or any advice from anyone, make sure that your intention, your compass, is set to the highest good. So I feel that this person did not have that intention set, and if they thought they did, they didn't. And that's why Spirit is stepping in, gracias a Dios, to help. Because it seems like they're nursing a wound, and they're nursing an idea that just isn't true. And I think that idea has resulted in pitting the two of these people apart. Maybe this is a great connection, but now this person may see this person as a cheater, as a this, as a that, as not interested, as whatever it is, and it's kind of not giving this person a chance, right? So they're saying that because of bad intel, this person is way off. Not way off, I mean, we still see the original place here, so they're coming in. So now with that, Spirit has stepped in. You can see them right here. Spirit has stepped in for both. In this case, for person number one, Spirit is right there in the middle, mediating. Oops. And in this case, for person number two, Spirit has stepped in, and notice that they're in the back with the white hair, and you see the 3 swords in the back. Those are the heartbreaks that have come as a result of this straying from the path. You may even see that Spirit is holding swords, because they're like, we're getting this right. Nothing is going to touch this. Meanwhile, the person in the boat is just kind of like, onward ho! And they may not know that they're being directed, but they're just like, I'm going here. You know, they're so strong-willed, and they're moving on intel, but the intel is coming from Spirit, which is always a lovely, lovely thing. Okay? So they're getting back onto the right path. Cool. All right. So I want to show you that the cards for this connection are lovely. They are like my favorite. So look at this. The two of them are together, hugging and loving each other. This is the Ten of Cups, guys. This is a gorgeous card. Absolutely gorgeous. So they're being reunited. Like, oh my God, where were you? They love each other. And in this case, it's clarified also with this other card. See, this is the Ace of Cups. We all know that's a love situation. But notice that the woman is looking off. She's still kind of being distracted and not really on point with her intel. But notice this bird is coming in to save the day and to get her back on path so that she can experience the happiness and joy and the life lessons and the learning, God bless, with this person that they're destined to have. So anyway, it looks like there's been some misgivings on both ends. Spirit is coming in to correct that for them. Let's take a look at what person number one has to say to person number two. Person number one is saying, hey man, I'm here. You know, like, I don't know what your deal is, but I'm here, and look at him, he's riding in with his wand, and he's here, he's valiant, he's ready, he's bringing it to her. And he's saying that even though, or person number one, he or she, is saying, even though you tried to kill me, because that's what happened, you know, in her mind, or this person's mind, they really just killed this person because they saw certain things in them that may not have been true. He's like, even though you tried to kill me, you know, I turned out okay. Like, I had people looking out for me. I'm amen. Like, like I wasn't completely impaled. And so, yeah. And he's saying that even though there was a death or a transition in this relationship or just whatever, he's here, and he's here to say, I don't care, I'm still in it. And followed up by the King of Cups. Look, he's like, I'm still here, and I don't care what is going on. I'm here, and I'm going to show up for you, and I'm going to show up for this connection. I see this Wheel of Fortune. It's beautiful. And so I think times are going to change. Maybe there's a new cycle starting, and excuse me, a new cycle ending and a new cycle starting. I'm sorry. And he just wants to get back to being with his friend, you know, being with his love, being with his connection. And this is a very deep connection. Once again, this is Family of Light, this card. Whenever I draw this card, it really speaks to me of being soul family, and that includes twins. All right, so let's move on to what message Spirit has for the viewer. I was just reflecting on how this is like this is the best reading I did of the 5. I mean, the best number, the happiest at least. It feels really good and bubbly and light, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. Can I be a part of it? So Spirit has a message for you, the viewer, and they're saying that even though you were pitted against each other and you guys had a lot of animosity towards each other, or have a lot of animosity towards each other, no matter what, it's going to be tempered, right? No matter how this ends up. Excuse me. There's balance. There's going to be balance restored to this. Because right now they're showing that there's an imbalance where one person, I feel like it's this person, has really just had so many deaths in this relationship. I see 4 or 5, meaning this person has probably wanted to walk away from this connection so many times because of the bad intel that they received. And this person I see only has had one, like they, you know, maybe they've seriously considered it, but they're still here and they've never left. I guess, I don't know. But there's going to be balance restored. Okay? They're also saying that you have to choose wisely. This is a message. You have to choose wisely. It's not only just what you want, but it's what's best for everyone involved. Think about the actions of Think about the consequences of your actions. So every time you pull the plug on somebody, you're hurting them, right? every time you say you want them, but then you pull the plug, you're hurting them again. Think about where you're putting your attention as well. Who are you listening to? Who are you talking to? Who's speaking in your ear, you know? So please be mindful of that, they're saying, because it could very well, in this case, it could very well have, and look at this, 1, 2, 3, death card, 10 of swords, 5 of swords. It really could have ended badly for this connection, and it would have been because of a lack of responsibility or discernment on the part of one person, and perhaps that's part of the lesson. I'm hearing Spirit say that's part of the lesson. And I don't see a card here, but I'm definitely getting the feeling that this person needs to learn to trust. So release the outcome. You know, don't worry, don't be so afraid of this person leaving you. This person has been through a lot of hell with you, and they're still here. So they're saying smile and be happy, you know, that you're still in the runnings. They're also showing here that you have to, as you move forward, be focused on healing, have strength, and put your best foot forward. Excuse me. They're saying to watch your mood. The mood is very important for you, the viewer. They're saying, they're even showing it, the viewer. There's an eyeball. Your mood is very important for you because it's literally driving your path. So please be mindful of that, they're saying. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. I think that's the end of this reading for number 5, our beautiful aventurine. And also it marks the end of this video. So thank you so much for staying in tune. I welcome you to stay on for the final thought. Bye. Okay, thank you guys. This is the end of today's reading. I love you all. I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for coming and for being a part of this, and I thank all of your guides and I respect all of them, and you guys, please do your best to I guess just follow what Spirit has to say to you, and just know that if your reading wasn't as good as you wanted it to be at this time, please know that things do change, and all of the readings today had messages of hope, and if it wasn't going to have a message of hope, I wouldn't lie to you about it, you know? So please do just keep moving forward, and tomorrow's another day. All right, and if any of you, gosh, I forgot to mark it. If any of you would like to connect with me and find out what other services I do offer, please do check the box below, and I do more than pick a card. All right, well, have a wonderful night or day. Bye.